You know, over the course that we've been home here, almost, I think it's 20 or 21 years, we've done a tremendous amount of community building. I'd have to say that we're very community oriented as a whole. It's a neat place to live. I was well over 35 when I moved home to the farm, which was very late in commencing that vision. But part of that was wanting to raise my kids in a rural farm setting. And we accomplished that, even though we struggle like most farmers do, financially, my kids know where their food comes from. On an abandoned yard that we had an overhead line going from the meter to the shop. And my daughter was driving the grain cart, and she says, "Well, Dad, where do I go?" I said, "Well, go out this way, out to the field." And I never gave it any thought because our home yard, everything was underground. Well, she drove through, caught it with the auger, and pulled the line down in the yard. At that time, we were renting that land, and the landlord came to me and he says, "Will you split the difference if we get this line buried?" Well, I said, automatically. I said, "Yes, by all means." I think safety has a lot to do with not what you do day to day, but what you've planned. It's not something that you wake up in the morning and say, "Oh, well, today safety is going to be number one." No, you have to plan for it throughout your planning process. Where are those high lines? And we move this auger, we have to be careful on this move. And is the employee or my kids, are they well versed in knowing how to handle those situations? When you treat an issue with some forethought, you avoid those risks down the road. So I'm pushing this bush down, and all of a sudden I look to my left and I see sparks. And I look to my front and I see a power pole laying down.